Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs podcast. We're on season 5, episode number 52. Tonight's the Songs edition. Andy, how are you?
I'm good. How about you? How are things? You're on assignment, I see.
We're on assignment down in Central Florida on the Gulf Coast. I'm in the Gulf, yes. So it's good. We'll be back here on in a couple days, but we're going to be enjoying Halloween tomorrow. So
Florida style.
Florida style. It's going to be very interesting. We'll have lots of people watching to talk about, hopefully there. But the album review tonight, and after the album, you'll have your own concert tours, updates, studio,
my bits, yep.
Singles, all those fun things. But tonight we got a special album review, a band that's near and dear to us, of course, but early. This is Bon Jovi, Andy. Bon Jovi. The actual album is the debut. So here it is. Now, you know this, right? Okay. This is 1984. 1984, the debut of Bon Jovi. Back when, much like Def Leppard, back when they were good. I don't want to say that. That's kind of a shot. But back when, Def Leppard early stuff, very good. Bon Jovi early stuff, very, very good. So this is the original album. Here's the album cover. The release, the track listings here is, and the folks are going to know these. I think some of these. The very first song is Runaway. We all know that, right?
Yep. The one that made him.
Good stuff. Roulette. Song 2. Song 3, She Don't Know Me. Song 4,
that's kind of, I think, where this album covers from that video, yeah.
Okay. And so She Don't Know Me, and then Shot Through the Heart. Now, what's the story with Shot Through the Heart?
It is not, it kind of sounds like a prequel to You Gave Love a Bad Name, because that's how that song starts. Shot Through the Heart. But if you listen to the song, Shot Through the Heart, it's kind of the same. I don't want to say it's a prequel to it, but unfortunately, like a lot of Bon Jovi songs, same thing said about AC/DC. There's really only 6 different songs, just replayed over and over.
Yep.
Those two kind of fall in place, but still a good song, just not as clicky or as catchy as You Gave Love a Bad Name.
Yes. And then song 5 is Love Lies. Song 6, Breakout. Song 7, Burning for Love. Song 8, Come Back. Song 9, Get Ready. So, these are all good. Not a lot of people we know our age, roughly, had this album when it first came out, right? Was that the same for you, or did you have this?
No. Yeah, no. I was late to the party on this one. I mean, I knew Runaway, and I knew She Don't Know Me just from radio play. But as far as being a proud owner of this, in fact, to tell you the truth, I don't ever recall actually owning this one.
Yeah, same
I think I had the 45 for one of those songs, but I don't ever have this album.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that was very common. Now, the personnel, we're going to know this, but let's go through it anyway. John Bon Jovi, lead vocals. Richie Sambora, guitar. Alec John Such, bass. Tico the Hitman Torres, drums. And David Rashbaum, keyboards. And so that lineup pretty much stayed the same, no?
Yeah, David changed the name to David Bryan after a while, but yeah.
Tico Torres, the Hitman, good stuff. They also used, when they did the song Runaway, they did bring in additional musicians, for that. Even, it's Aldo Nova, additional guitar, Tim Pierce, Roy Bittan, and Hugh McDonald, Chuck Berge, Doug.
Well, there weren't actually additional. That was his band to start with.
That was,
and
okay.
Without the Step on Your Toes, I don't know if that's coming up later on, but before this album was done, when Bon Jovi would start with the band, before Richie Sambora, was Dave the Snake Sable from Skid Row.
Okay. No, I did not know that.
Before he left to start Skid Row. So just imagine if he was stuck around, the sound they would have had.
No, I didn't know that. No, that is awesome. Now
we're here to educate you.
We're here to educate. This album went double platinum. In 1998, they had a special edition bonus. 2010, there were special edition bonus tracks that came out. 2024, the 40th anniversary bonus tracks with a CD release only. I mean, there's a lot of these variations of kind of the same deal once again, but that's the way they do it. It is what it is.
Not fans of that. We've covered that, but yeah.
And so this was 1980 was John Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi was born John Francis Bon Jovi.
It's actually pronounced Bon Jovi. They just changed the spelling of it for
spelling. Bon Jovi. Okay. He began work at the power station, a Manhattan recording facility, co-founded by his cousin Tony. They did some demos, sent some things out to the record companies, failed to make an impact. And so 82, they got a little more traction. That song then began to get some airplay. 83, David Bryan, then known as Arash Bomb. And so they got it together, they got it out, and released it. Very good album, 2 times platinum. I still think this is some good stuff here. What is your other favorite songs on this album?
She Don't Know Me is my favorite song on the album. In fact, that's one of my. If I had to make a top 5 Bon Jovi list, that song would be on the top 5.
Okay.
And I don't know why. The video's as cheesy as MTV can get cheesy. It's as basic a song, but just something just kind of doesn't remind me of anybody, but it does remind me of everybody, you know.
Yeah, they released 3 singles from this album. Runaway was released in February of 84. She Don't Know Me released May of 84. And then October of 84. Here, 40 years now. 40 years ago. Burning for Love.
Yeah, that one fizzled out real fast too.
Yeah, so old school stuff, very good though. Good album. They have since gone commercial, gone trying to please everybody, put money in their pockets. A very good thing to do, but the music not as attractive as it was back in the day. That's all I've got for Bon Jovi. Andy, any other thoughts on the album, the band, the musicians?
Some stuff I learned on that. I watched the Hulu special about Bon Jovi. They had the 4 or 5 part series on that. Okay. The band really broke down when Richie Sambora left.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm gonna get to it a little bit later on. I don't blame Richie for leaving when he left for the reasons he left for. I'll cover that more in my bits later on. But also when John did his solo album, the Young Guns soundtrack, things kind of started. Richie Sambora also did a solo album, a very good album. So I don't know if it was the egos colliding a little bit. The rest of the bass player, he got into drinking and drugs real bad. And I think when I watched the Hulu special, the thing that bothered me the most about John Bon Jovi is I never knew this myself, but he had an ego as big as All Outdoors, my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And when Richie left and when the bass player left, replaced like that with other guys. So when you have, yes, you should have backup players in case something happens. Don't get me wrong. But the way he replaced them to keep moving on without
skipping a beat,
second thought. But anyway, we'll get on to my little bit here. And we'll cover some more of that later here. Did you know, this is off Striper's Facebook page. I've seen a lot of others put it up too. Did you know that just one CD or vinyl sale earns more income for an artist than 200 hours of streaming? One $20 to $25 album earns about the same as the royalties paid on 5,000 track streams.
See, so that's very...
Say, I listened to this album online or this song online. The band appreciates that. If you truly appreciate the band, go out and buy the CD, buy the album.
I like it when they break it out like this because it really hits home.
Our friend Jay Ernst, he had 2 songs chart on iTunes this summer, and he got some iTunes awards for it there. So congratulations to Jay on that.
Congrats. Friend of the show.
Yes. All right, I'm going to tell you stuff, and you're not going to like it. We were just kind of talking about this with Richie Sambora. Foo Fighters announced an indefinite hiatus because Yet's boy here has to take time off to get his family stuff squared away because, like we said about a month ago, oh, I had a child with another woman. Oh, I got to get my family all figured out now. Dude, you saw this coming. Now, at work, if Joe in shipping gets sick or his family starts going to hell, you just call account temps or some temp service, get somebody else in there. Life goes on. Bon Jovi did that. Richie Sambora took time off because he had family issues. Boom. You throw another guitarist in there. Tour has to keep going on. Other bands have done it with the lead singer. Something happens. AC/DC did it. They brought in Axl Rose to sing for a while. You couldn't tell me there wasn't some singer out there the Foo Fighters couldn't got that in a couple of months could have learned the catalog and kept the tour going so the rest of the band can make money, so the opening acts can make money, so the road crew can make money. No, but this self-centered, self-ego punk had, oh, my family's in disarray because I slept around and had another child. Poor me. Screw you. You've just upsetted how many other people?
Yeah, so
soapbox.
Talk about ego. Now it's once again, there was no way that Dave Grohl would bring in another guitarist for the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters is Dave Grohl. So he formed it, he founded it. This is his band. Now they go through this big dilemma of Taylor Hawkins literally dying, and they don't know what to do. A few months later, okay, let's get someone else and move forward. Now we have this little affair, which is minor in the big scheme of things, but everything is shut down. Everything is on lockdown now because of this. Yep. Grohl knows this is no surprise. I'll bet there's something with the record company, the label behind this that's involved with this as well, because this is going to throw a wrench. This could be the last straw for this entire band, this one move that he did.
Yeah, because like I said, the bands were supposed to open up. They don't get to make money now. The stage crew, your whole crew, they don't get to make money now.
This could be a shit show.
Millions of dollars at home, you're fine, whatever. Idiot. Some new releases. Now, I found out some of these just the other day, and tickets haven't gone on sale yet, but I know I'm going to some of these and buying some of these. So hold on. Here we go. Pen and paper ready.
Okay.
Twisted Sister. As much as they broke up.
Wow.
Dee Snider has said recently he hinted the possibility of a Twisted Sister reunion, stating it in April. The offers for a new tour were on the rise, and the band was entertaining the idea. Basically, it just says, they're not going to play just for money, but I mean, he's not being hard like, oh, $1,000, we'll be there at your casino, no big deal. He's not saying that. Someone's throwing out some big cake because he's got movies, he's got House of Hair, he's got TV shows, he's got the money. But when someone's willing to front you for your concert tour, you listen. You listen. So he's not guaranteeing anything. He's just saying we're listening to stuff.
Okay.
Update on Jake E. Lee. Of course, there's a picture of his dog, Coco. He always puts Coco in the pics.
Okay.
And here he is. Recap. Jake was shot while walking his dog. Things that look good. He's been updating. Here he goes. Hey, it's been 2 weeks, so I feel like I should be posting something. I'm on the mend. No complications so far. Can't put any weight on my foot for another month. So basically, he's on a knee scooter. So things are going well. His wife works graveyards at casino 2 to 3 mornings in the middle of the night. So he's got people that are home. And then he always ends it. Oh, okay. Here's a picture of my dog, Coco. So he's still happy. That's the dog he was walking. Things are going good for Jake. He's getting healthy. He's healing. So continued prayers and support for Mr. Jake E. Lee.
Now, did we ever find out how many times he was shot?
They said 3, but they found like 15 bullet casings around him. So those people weren't really good shots.
Jeez.
Jerry Cantrell has a new one out called I Want Blood. So there you go. He said contributions from Duff McKagan, the new Robert Torillo, the guitarist or bass player, Metallica is on there. Faith No More's Mike Morton's on there. So Jerry Cantrell's a new one coming out this month. Also Miles Kennedy. I've mentioned Miles Kennedy. He's Alter Bridge. He also does a lot of stuff, Slash's solo stuff. He's singing for that, and that's where I got into Miles Kennedy there.
Okay.
Worth, okay, we just said, listen to a few of his tracks online before you buy the album. Make sure he's something you like.
Okay.
As much as I want to say buy the album, support the guys, don't support him if you think he stinks. Throw him some bones. Listen to some songs on Spotify. Hey, this is really good. I'm going to go buy the CD. Miles Kennedy is one of those guys you need to do that to.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson, Matthew, and Gunner. Now they're going to be here at Treasure Island, but when they're here, they're going to be doing the Ricky Nelson Remembered show.
Okay.
They're touring. They do two shows. One for their dad, Ricky Nelson. Others is their Nelson stuff they do. They are coming here back to Minnesota Wednesday, November 13th. All by Rowdy Friends, the Ultimate Hank Williams Tribute. Hank Williams Jr. Tribute, Friday, November 22nd at Medina. Also Medina, December 13th, Friday the 13th, AC/DC, Thunderstruck.
Yes. So we're going to that. That'll be good.
Have you booked a room yet?
No, but I've got it on the calendar for the official website calendar for Sports and Songs podcast. For those who follow where we'll be out and about, that's on there.
So stop by, bring your own Sharpie, we'll sign stuff. But you guys see these. Kyle, the guitar guy who does the Angus Young, he's great. The guy who lead singer Dave Moley for Hairball used to be in this band. So
okay.
The Babies and Sweet, they're going to be your Valentine's Day party at Medina, Friday, February 4th. Oh, Valentine's Day is a Friday, Dan. Fair warning.
Wow.
The missus is going to want something big this weekend. It's on a Friday.
We got to go all out.
Start saving the egg money now. Extra milk money. Might have to supersize that value meal when you take her out this year and make it something special.
Ouch.
Lita Ford, Dee Snider, and Firehouse coming to Treasure Island. Tickets go on sale this Friday.
Okay, I did not know about this.
I just heard this morning. I dug it out, put it on here. Angie and Gary, who went with us to see Def Legend.
Def Legend.
They're who bought it, and we're going to go with them to this at Treasure Island. Firehouse, Dee Snider, Lita Ford. That should be pretty interesting.
Love it.
That should be pretty interesting. Tickets go on sale Friday, March 28th. So,
okay.
Now that the restraining order is over with Lita, we could be in the same room, so that won't be very uncomfortable. It won't be as uncomfortable.
Yes.
And here's some homework for you.
Okay.
This day in history, October 31st, 2004, R. Kelly was kicked off the tour with Jay-Z a day after claiming he was attacked with pepper spray by a member of the rapper's entourage. Kelly alleged that he had been sprayed by a member of Jay-Z's entourage during the performance in New York, but Jay-Z's publicist denied that the rapper or any of his associates were involved. Jay-Z and R. Kelly were in the midst of a 40-city Best of Both Worlds tour scheduled to run through the 20th of November. Your homework. How funny these two are on the same tour and look where their life is today.
Oh, my. This is
that's your little history. Go back and go, coincidence. So
that's awesome.
And look where they are today. So there's that. That's all I'm going to say on that one. That's all I got to say about that, as Forrest Gump would say. Also in history, the 29th of October, 1971, Dwayne Allman of the Allman Brothers was killed when he lost control of his motorcycle on a Macon, Georgia street while trying to swerve and avoid a tractor trailer and was thrown from his motorcycle. The motorcycle bounced into the air, landed on Allman, and skidded another 90 feet with Allman pinned underneath. This was 3 weeks shy of his 25th birthday.
Wow.
Speaking of birthdays, we got a few coming up. I thought it'd be kind of cool. See who's got a Halloween birthday. I missed it on here with this list. One of Dee Snider's daughters, his youngest daughter, was born on Halloween. Dee Snider, how fitting. And also, one of his children was born February 29th. Just like Dee Snider to get all these popular days, you know. And some other birthdays. 20th of October, 1955, Kevin DuBrow, singer of Quiet Riot. Their 1983. #1 album, Mental Health. Was found dead in his Las Vegas home at the age of 52 on the 25th of November in 2007. The band's biggest hit was Come On Feel the Noise, a cover of the Slade song in which they said they had begrudgingly recorded in just one take. The story behind that song is record producer said, fine, I'll do your album, but you got to do this cover song. And if you listen to the song, Kevin DuBrow, again, had kind of an ego. He wasn't going to be outdone by anybody else. So they kind of started off the count to the song a little differently than the original. They just all did it. I guess Kevin's like sitting in the back corner up on speakers just singing, and he just kind of got into it. They all just kind of ad-libbed and went with it. Of course, it turned out awesome. But fine, we'll do your little song. That's what made it for him. So
that was it. Huge.
30th of October, 1969, Canadian rapper Snow, or Darren O'Brien, had that one hit song, Informer. His birthday is coming up here today as we record this on Wednesday. Canadian rapper. It's a double negative right there. That's just wrong.
It's very strange.
Halloween Day, Ad Rock, or Adam Horowitz, of the Beastie Boys. I knew I'd find a birthday on Halloween.
Okay.
Ad Rock. So there you go. Happy birthday to Mr. Ad Rock. And that's what I got, man. That's what I got.
Ad Rock, huh?
You know, just to get back to the Jay-Z and R. Kelly thing, I'm not making fun of that music or that lifestyle. I'm just pointing out the fact that here's two guys who didn't get along on tour, and here we are years later, and their life is still National Enquirer headlines, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just it's kind of weird how Oddfellows still follow each other later on. I got no problem with either one of their musics. I don't like either one of their songs for any of them. Mm-hmm. They're not my thing. Happy for them, they're both successful. But if the stories are true of both their allegations, they're both scum. Sounds like the allegations are pretty true. One's been found guilty of stuff. But again, kind of odd how stuff like this, you kind of see it happening now. You know, sometimes years later they turn it around. Other times they just keep going down that hill. Those two
slippery slope.
Yep. That's what I got, man.
All right, sounds good. Have a happy Halloween, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye, Donald.